Today in this episode of Kobolds and Catacombs, we're going to be playing with Mage. Now Mage is a pretty fun class because there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can get Lich Jaina, which basically helps you get a ton of tempo and lifesteal on the board, so if you're really ever losing, just having lifesteal and a bunch of frost elementals wins you the game. And sometimes you can get really lucky and get a bunch of the Kabbalist tomes that give you 3 random spells, and you can just play them and then get time warp and then do some crazy stuff with that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see what we get. Obviously there's no guarantee that we'll get anything that I just talked about, but we'll see what we get. So let's go ahead and play Arcane Missiles here. In the beginning it's basically just about bursting your opponents down, because we'll play this and maybe get Fireball. And if we don't, we can go ahead and just play this. Use Earthring Farseer. And if they do trade, we'll eventually just get Fireball and win, so just seal our face even though we're at full health. That's actually a really good play. And he just went face. Alright, well, that's lethal. Silly AI. I still don't get why Blizzard doesn't just fix the AI. Because it was very clear that I had lethal there. I had this, plus my hero power was 4. Now, like, obviously, if I have lethal from hand, the AI shouldn't know that, but that would be pretty interesting. So, let's see here. We have Battle Cry trigger twice, hero power 1, or spell damage plus 3. I think spell damage plus 3 is actually pretty good for Mage. Nothing too crazy there, and nothing too crazy there. I guess we'll go with Giant Army. Even though we didn't get any spells like we were hoping for, we obviously have the spells that start in our deck, so Arcane Missiles, Frostbolt, and Blizzard and Fireball are still really good, even though we didn't get any spells from the bucket. What's funny is we might be able to just straight up win from burn from hand here with just the spell damage. I don't know, we do both giants, that's not good. We might not even be able to play Molten because we have exactly 20 health. Sure. We'll go ahead and just, well, I guess we're on the waiting train until we get one of our burn spells here. Just use our hero power, I guess. Nothing really else for us to do. We got Arcane Anomaly, pretty good. We don't have any spell to go with it though. This is a very interesting boss that they took all the randomly dealing damage characters and put them in one boss. We're going to steal 9 there. And then next turn we have lethal. I don't think this boss has any healing anyways, so yeah. No need to worry about that. Nope, we want to play Frostbolt. There you go. Yeah, a lot of these early games is just going to be me playing spells from hand, so it's pretty free to win the early game with Mage, but getting into the late game is where it takes a hard step. Because once the opponents start having a lot of health, it's not too easy to kill them from hand. Wow. As much as I think we should, I think the right choice is going with Elementals, even though I do like Forgotten Torch. Because it's more likely to offer us Lich Jaina if we choose the Elemental bucket, so we'll go with that. I think that's the more responsible choice, but having torches could easily just, you know, make us win the early game a lot easier. Go ahead and keep Sorcerer's Apprentice, even though it doesn't really do too much with our spells since they're already pretty cheap. We can just go ahead and deal 6 from turn 1, which is pretty crazy. Discard Lorelock would like to have a word with this mage. They have to pay 2 mana to deal 6. Still pretty crazy to think that's an actual card. 2 mana to deal 6 with almost no downside. I don't know what Blizzard was thinking when they printed Tachyon Barrage. We got Simulacrum, we don't really care about that. We'll just go face. Face is the place in the early game. I already traded. Kind of surprised about that. Go ahead and play that. We can go ahead and get their Flame Geyser and then just aim that face. Even if he does get Wind Fury, I'm not too worried. Alright, you got Poisonous. Not too worried about that. We'll go ahead and play this. Deal 5 face, and he's almost dead. Now, even if we don't get anything to kill him with next turn, we can just go ahead and play Blizzard. Now we'll wipe his entire board. We'll be fine. Alright, I guess maybe not now, but sure. We'll go ahead and play that. He's gonna have a couple of 1/1s, which is fine. Ooh, Piloted Sky Golem. Earthen Ring, yeah, sure. We'll just swarm our board here. I think that's the best play because we're almost guaranteed something sticks, and if not, we can just hero power him down next turn. Mountain Giant, or Sea Giant. didn't even know he runs that. That's pretty interesting. Alright, cool. And that's the game. I'm really hoping that we do get Frost Lich Jaina or the treasure that reduces our spells by 1. That would be pretty cool. Or even getting Kabbalist Tome is pretty good. 3 random spells is pretty good by today's standard because this is from a older expansion. Definitely Wax Rager here. Ice Block. Sure. We'll go with Fire here. Now that we have Wax Rager, we do have a win condition, sort of. Because there is some bosses that can't deal with that minion. They don't run mind control or silence, so depending on what boss we go up against, that could actually be a win condition in its own. We do also have a lot of board control now with the last bucket we got. Seriously, I think spell damage plus 3 on everything is actually pretty underrated in Mage. But you never know. It could just be bad and I'm just making it look good. So this boss is interesting. We basically just rush them down. I think that's the best play here for us. We're just going to start playing a bunch of elementals anyways. Or flame wakers. Do have voltaic potion in case things get rough, but I don't think we'll get to that point in the game. We have Chill Wind Yeti. That's such an old card. I might be ready for some fireworks, but no guarantees. Alright, well, that was a good play by them. And they traded, interesting. Yeah, sure, we'll play that, why not? See if we can get him to play another Flame Walker. And they actually did play it into it. Oh, I'm surprised they actually didn't play that. Normally the guy's dumb and plays stuff into that. Alright, cool. We got Wax Rager. That should hopefully soak up a lot of damage over a while. That's unfortunate. Oh, come on, Wax Rager. You just had to take 1 damage there. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, cool. It actually took 2 damage. Interesting how that procs in between. Sure, we'll just trade it. Go face with that. We don't have enough mana. As long as Wax Rager starts soaking up damage, I think we should be good. And not only that, but we'll always have a way to clear a Flame Waker. Alright, cool. Took 2 again. Very good. Alright, we have lethal. Cool. That could have been bad. I think the Wax Rager kind of made the difference there because we had a minion that we could always trade with and it was also just soaking up damage. That's what I like about Wax Rager. It's a very, very good card. I feel like oh, there we go. Perfect. I don't think there's any other contest here. I mean, those are both pretty good buckets. I'd actually take all 3 if I could, but Frost Lich Jaina is definitely the pick here. Said that from the beginning and I'm going to stick with that. Not only that, but with Wax Rager, we'll always have a target if we have Frost Lich Jaina online and Wax Rager on the board, so some synergy there too. Could be a pretty crazy final boss if we get everything we need. Alright, we're playing against this guy. This boss does unfortunately have a habit of just killing itself by copying the death rattle of the 2 mana 5/5 that deals 5 damage to itself, so hopefully that doesn't happen in this matchup. As much as I do like to win, I don't like to win from the bot AI just playing bad, but sometimes it's just out of my control. Alright, that is actually a pretty good play for here. One thing this deck is lacking, oh wow, that's pretty crazy, is that there isn't too much draw. Yeah, alright, well this is going to be pretty easy. Go ahead and just kill that. And now we have 15 damage on the board. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, sure. Now we have a full board of Wax Ragers after this turn. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna be game. I don't think there's anything that boss can do about that. Oh my god. Yeah, so this combo is disgusting. Double death rattles with Wax Rager. It's just nuts. Alright, well, we have exactly 35 damage on board. I don't think your quest is gonna help you here. And there we go. That was a pretty quick game. Wax Rager on 3 against this boss is basically one of the best things you can do. Alright, we get another treasure. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I do like the spells, but I also like the health. Health, I feel like, just buys us so much time, and then also with Frost Lich, it gives us more of a cap to get to. Ooh, unique. Now, double health with Reno is pretty insane. I won't lie. Yeah, I think we'll take Reno. Now, the problem is we may not ever see Reno because we don't have too much card draw in this deck, but as long as we eventually draw either Frost Lich or Reno, we should have a pretty easy time against any boss. We're at the point where I don't think we can start burning down bosses, so I'm going to just get rid of all those cards and search for either Wax Rage or Reno or Frost Lich. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of them. You know, we'll still try to burn the boss down, but no guarantees that we will. Just go ahead and deal 5. I mean, spell damage plus 3 does make it a possible. Okay, cool, we got Reno. I'm glad to see him. Not that I think we will struggle with this boss. This boss is a very slow and prolonged one, but we'll go ahead and play into the Explosive Ruins here when we do want to play a minion. So is Explosive Ruins, that's the only secret that boss runs. What we could do actually is we could play Chillwind Yeti and then copy it. Never mind, can't do that now. Would be a funny play, then we'd have 2 Renos. Since the boss didn't play anything, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Because they might play one of those minions next turn that deals 4 damage. Yep, there it is. See if they trade. If they don't, then yeah, it's just dumb, but probably will. Alright, cool. I'm glad the AI did the right thing. We'll go ahead and keep pointing all this stuff face. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about anything at this point. Alright, they're trying to burn me down. That's fine. Little do they know I have Reno. Dang, I started at 80 health. I'm already down to 49. I mean, I have just pointing all my stuff at their face, which is fine, but I mean, 49 is still pretty crazy. I was able to do that so fast. Yeah, actually would have been dead. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Alright, we have Volcanic Potion. I don't really care too much about that. We'll just go ahead and keep taking the damage here. There's nothing really too scary. Alright, they have Ragnaros. It's fine. Alright, ooh, got Frost. That's cool. Well, they have Pyroblast, so we might as well just heal up. We'll play this, and then we'll play this, and we're back to 80. How much should we heal from that? 57. That's crazy. Just goes to show how out of hand these things can get in these dungeon runs. I don't think I've ever heard that voice line. I didn't play standard when that was a card, but that's a pretty funny line. Interesting. Alright, cool. We killed the Ragnaros. That's exactly what we wanted for that. And we still have another Reno just in case we need. I highly doubt we will, obviously, but no reason not to stock up on stuff when there's no penalty for doing so. That elemental? No, it's not. Alright, the AI still has a lot of burn, it seems, so it's still just going to be a snooze fest of just how long till we kill him. We'll just keep hero powering their face, play a water elemental, why not? And even though we're out of card draw, we do have Reno for, you know, backup when we need. When there is a 1 health main, I'll shoot it just to get the 3/6 elemental. It's too bad we don't have our Wax Rage yet. That could have made this game go a lot faster. Oh, Speak of the Devil. Wax Rager, thank you for showing up. Now we can start getting Lifesteal from it, and on top of that, also getting Elemental. It's a pretty crazy combo with Frost Lich Jaina, so I think that's gonna be a lot harder for the AI to deal with since it's unkillable. You still have a lot of board clear, but like I said, this card's unkillable unless you silence it, so or transform it. Yeah, he just wasted all of this stuff. So alright, I'm glad we got this because gonna make this game go by a lot quicker now. You don't have to worry about just all of our stuff getting cleared and hero powering face for like 20 turns. If I can hit that into the elemental, that's fine. Alright, cool. And that is almost game. Too bad we can't play this, but that's fine. We have good enough stuff where I think they'll all stick, so yeah, there you go. Play 10 mana. For Pyroblast. Like I said, that was what I was worried about in the Ragnaros turn. I could have played that risky and then not have played the Reno, but why did we do that? We were gonna hit for probably, I think, the full amount, so better to play Reno Jackson earlier than later when you're almost dead. We kind of want unique stuff. I think we'll take Kazakus, honestly. We're not at the final boss yet, but we're very close. Oh, we drew Frostlich, okay. I know this seems kind of crazy, but I think I'm going to keep Frostlich Jaina in my opening hand. And we'll keep Doomsayer as well. If we get Wax Rager as well, that would just be game winning. We might just be able to rush the boss down with Wax Rager. Oh my god, we actually did! That's insanely lucky. This is the hand we want for the final boss. Not that we really need it against this boss. I'm pretty confident we'll win since this boss is not exactly very strong. They have a lot of weak synergies. Go ahead and just point that face and play the 1/1, why not? Get our damage in while we can. We'll play the Wax Rager. You know what, actually we'll copy the Wax Rager, why not? Get a little bit more value in. Alright, he's playing pretty well into this Doomsayer, actually. But we have so much health, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not really too worried. It's a toss-up. We got that one, that's unfortunate. Just unlucky draw. We definitely could have gotten the Wax Rager, but it's unfortunate it didn't turn out that way. Go ahead and play it now. Might as well play that with you, get more tempo. Let's kill the Frothing Berserker first, because that can scale out of control very fast. I'm actually kind of surprised. This boss is, never mind, they're all dead. Cool. Good top deck. Frothing Berserker can scale out of control very quickly, especially with his hero power. Do 1 damage, give it 5 attack. It's pretty crazy. Why would you hit into that? Such a bad AI. Blizzard, you really need to fix your AI. Especially with all the AI talk nowadays. I'm kind of surprised they haven't gotten a AI to play their game a lot more sophisticated. It doesn't really matter to us. We'll just hero power that and take the free 5 damage. We'll play the 2/3 as well. Since the AI can't really do anything about this Wax Rager, I think it's going to be pretty free. Because we're going to be dealing 5 damage each turn and there's quite literally nothing they can do about it. Alright, cool. We got Frostbolt. Sure, we'll play that. We'll go face, and end our turn. Like I said, there's not really too much to worry about here. We'll keep dealing our free 5 damage each turn. We have Ice Barrier. I don't really care about that. We'll just play this. And then we'll start not only dealing 5 damage each turn, but also healing 5 damage. So, pretty nuts that that's a combo that we can do. And I'm honestly kind of crazy. I find it kind of crazy that we actually got this combo, because this is probably one of the best combos in Dungeon Run. One of the better ones, at least. Not the best one, but one of the better ones. Oh, thank you for the free 5 Lifesteal. Alright, so let's do this in the correct order. We'll... Oh, that's a pretty good play. It was until he did that after the fact. Let's see what we get from this Druid spell. I'm sure. We'll hit here. They're gonna get a bunch of card draw, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Then we'll play this. Now we have a bunch of elementals with lifesteal and lethal damage is being presented. Alright, play Brawl. Mountain Giant wins, we win. If it doesn't, then we still have this that we could do. Alright, cool. Our Wax Rager is still kicking. I want to spot him a few turns, actually, because there's nothing really I can do to get through it without just popping my Wax Rager, which is fine. Go ahead and play this. Stick that face. And there we go. I mean, we'll eventually get him. He'll run out of taunts eventually. That's basically the only counter to Wax Rager other than just straight up silence or transforming. Wait, why did he just kill that? Oh. I guess he wanted the armor. Which makes sense, but thankfully with you Fireline support, we can finally put an end to this match. I'm not gonna lie, he put up a pretty good fight. A lot better than I was expecting for Wax Rager on 4 or 5 whenever I played it. Alright, so it's the final boss and final treasure, so let's see what we get. Ooh. I don't really think there's anything to choose a minion. Summon a copy of it, add it to your dungeon deck. Is that better than your minions cost 1? What's my highest cost minion? Giants? Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the magic mirrors, because we could always use it on Wax Rager, or if the boss has something that we want, we could always do that. We'll take the Azura Drakes just because... Oh, wait, maybe that wasn't the best play, because now we have duplicates. I was mainly thinking about doing that because it's card draw, and we can cycle through our deck a little bit quicker. But I didn't realize that it was going to turn off our... No duplicates, but I think we should still be fine. It's only... What, how many cards do we have? 2 and 30, we just have to draw 1. Alright, we're going to keep Arcane Anomaly just because we want to turn 1. Alright, not the craziest opener, but we have 100 health, so we technically have more than the boss, which is kind of crazy to say. Alright, I guess we'll just keep playing stuff on curve then. Wax Rager is kind of a tough one here, because this boss can get the board silencing play, which obviously wouldn't be good, because then we would just straight up kill our Wax Rager. So we have to play that at a time when we think it's best. But then again, he could generate it at any time from his hero power, so really, is there any best time to play it, quote unquote? Get a druid spell. Heck yeah, we want the draw. I'll play that just because why not? This will be good for 3 cards. I don't really think ramp is too important in this matchup. Oh no. Oh, whew, okay, that could have been bad. Ooh, okay, we drew Frostless Jaina. I'm very happy to see her. I mean, so far we're doing pretty good. The boss hasn't really been doing too much to worry me. Okay, well, I mean, we just saw that last turn and did nothing, so not exactly too scared of that. Alright, we have Reno. Let's go ahead and we'll draw 3 with this. Get rid of the spell damage. Alright, not too bad so far. Pretty happy we have Frostless. Do we want to point that at that? I guess we might as well. We'll play the Flame Waker, because get the damage face as well. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good so far. It's already down to 3 cards and really hasn't developed that much of anything. That is either Evasion or Sudden Betrayal, so let's find out. Alright, it's Evasion. We don't have an Elemental, unfortunately. We just don't have anything to heal, but we can change that. Alright, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh my gosh, he got 3 of those from his hero power. That's kind of crazy. Oh, Kazakus, okay. If I didn't take the duplicates, that would be a really good play right now, but unfortunately I did. I feel like this is going to be a pretty anticlimactic ending, because so far the boss has not been doing anything. While his hero power is very strong, if the boss doesn't really use it, it's not too big of a threat. We'll go ahead and play this. Oh, they're all dead. That's unfortunate. It's too bad that we're not taking too much face damage, because it makes Frostlich Jaina that much worse, just because there's not really too much to heal back up from with our hero power, but it's fine. Go ahead and play her now, even though we don't really need it. We're not really that much of a dire situation, but we'll just take the hero power. The hero power is really what we're playing this for. And the lifesteal and the elementals is also a big bonus. Oh my gosh, you got that 4 times in a row. Wow. That's pretty unlucky. Okay, there's one disintegration. If we get the Wax Rager, we could play it. Well, might as well just play this, because why not? Got ourselves another water elemental. Now let's either Sudden Betrayal or... Oh, geez, okay. Oh, come on, you could have taken a hit. Well, he actually didn't end up trading, so I guess it doesn't matter. So do I want to trigger the Frost Elemental now? Or the Sudden Betrayal? Well, let's see if it is first. Okay, it is Sudden Betrayal. Put Kazakus in the middle. We'll get 3 random demons and deal 10, 11 damage. It's fine. What does that mean? It's candle time? Is that the deal 4 damage? Okay, it is. That's a really random event. It just deals 4 damage randomly. Ooh, Vorpal Dagger. Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to be using that anytime soon. Let's go ahead and attack with this guy. Trigger the thing. we'll go ahead and play this. We'll go face with that. We'll get another water elemental. Yeah, this boss is not really putting up that much of a fight. Another water disintegration. Wow. Okay. Guess we might as well just play this, see what demons we get. Obviously, there's a 1 health minion we could have hero powered, but it's fine. He's doing another 4 damage. Wow. I wonder if he can ever actually assemble the legendary weapon by using his hero power. That was unlucky. Sure, why not? We'll play that. I'll also play Doomsayer because he's going to be able to kill his dagger anyways. Might as well make him use his charge. He's pretty low in health though, so I don't know if that's going to be the best play for him. We still have our Reno Jackson, which isn't really doing us any favors here, but we do have lethal. We just play Barnageddon and... Actually, no, he could get Wish. Oh my gosh, wait. That hurts? Sheesh. But yeah, we still have lethal. Go ahead and play this. Okay, cool. And we get ourselves a Frostella or Water Elemental. Oh no, I guess we don't. Interesting. Even though we killed the boss for 1 damage. But there we go, that's Mage. Mage is pretty fun. We got a pretty good deck here with Wax Rager and Frost Lich Jaina. Really good combo. I mean, we didn't have to use it. The boss, final boss wasn't really that strong, but still was a pretty good Mage clear. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys all next video.